Namaste. Welcome to another episode of the Bhagavad Gita series with Bhavna Didi, my sister, and me, Amish. Didi, today we'll discuss how the mind can be our greatest friend and our greatest enemy at the same time. And what does Lord Krishna say on this? So, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 5. Uddharet atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva hyat manobandhur atmaiva ripur atmanah.
Elevate yourself through the power of your mind and not degrade yourself. For the mind can be the friend and also the enemy of the self.
We are responsible for what happens to us. Our mind is.
Before we delve deeper, because Sri Krishna has one more verse, related verse, to this, what is the mind? ये माइंड होता क्या है? एक्चुअली हमारे शास्त्रों ने माइंड को 16 भागों में डिवाइड किया है. 16 नहीं बताने वाली हूँ. स्वामी मुकुंदानंद जी ने 4 माइंड्स बताए हैं. मन, बुद्धि, चित्त and ahankar. Mana is that part of the mind which houses our thoughts, our emotions, our likes, our dislikes. Buddhi is the intellect. It analyzes, it decides, it discriminates, it provides perspective. Chitta is very interesting. Chitta is the subconscious. And the subconscious is, well, it's away from the conscious, right? It's a little like a memory bank. Professor Zimmerman of Heidelberg University, he says that, and hold your breath, 99.99999% of our brain processing happens in the non-conscious realm. So much for the rational man. Imagine. And the fourth is ahankar. Ahankar is the I-ness. It's the ego. It's what creates our identity, our sense of मैं.
Me.
Me. वो है अहंकार. So these are the 4 minds. And I think Sri Krishna ji is saying these 4 minds can be either our friend or our enemy as it goes deeper in the second verse.
The second verse, I'll read that. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 6. Bandhur atmatmanastasya yenatmaivatmana jitah anatmanastu shatrutve vartetatmaiva shatruvata.
For those who have conquered their mind, it is their friend. For those who have failed to do so, the mind works like an enemy, mastering your mind.
That's one of the foundations of life. That's what the Bhagavad Gita teaches us. The modern world doesn't get us to focus much on that.
Modern world is making us, talk incessantly about enemies out there in the external world. वो दुश्मन है, ये दुश्मन है, personal life में, public life में, political life में, दुश्मन. Actually, our real enemies are inside us. Greed, envy, malice. Malice is a big one. Anger. These are our real enemies. They can literally kill us. They can make us sick, and these enemies can actually kill us with ill health.
And they, if you have that lens in your mind, you find many people, especially in the modern day like this, where you are just seeing enemies everywhere. Someone just says something which could be an innocent statement. Arey, that guy said something racist to me. Arey, that person said something against my community. That person said something against my country, against my religion. It's like you're just searching for things to get angry about. And the real enemy is in here.
Actually, those enemies in here are making you look at the world this way.
Yeah, correct.
These are the enemies. It's your lens. Yeah.
And there is of course the term psychosomatic diseases, where the mind actually creates diseases within your body, which modern medical science used to scoff at once upon a time. कि ये सब क्या बकवास है? These are all Eastern medicines, but Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine always saw the mind as extremely powerful in the health of your body.
Homeopathy, Bach flower therapy. You talked about psychosomatic disorders, Amish. Autoimmune disorders. I mean, I have an autoimmune disorder, right? Lichen planus. I got it
But
when
your stress was, yeah, you got it.
yeah, I got it when I got lichen planus, which is an autoimmune disorder, when my husband went. And autoimmune disorders can be triggered by chronic stress or by acute stress. In my case, obviously, it was acute stress. Honestly, allopathy has only three kinds of remedies for psychosomatic disorders and autoimmune disorders: steroids, anti anxiety drugs, and antidepressants. Allopathy is not bad. Allopathy is not
Yeah.
bad, Amish.
We should swing on the other extreme,
No,
saying it's all bad
allopathy is
at times.
very,
I mean,
very necessary. The thing with allopathy, though, its strength itself actually limits it to some extent, because allopathy is rightly so data driven, empirical. But then the emotional body is not amenable to data
data.
and empiricisms,
Yeah,
right?
if you,
So, for
if,
especially for illnesses that are that are based in our emotional body to some extent, actually, which illness is not, but these illnesses, we have to couple allopathy with other forms of medicine, as I have, homeopathy, Ayurveda, Bach, flower therapy, naturotherapy. It's a multi-pronged kind of a handling of these other streams of medicine that are experience based. And they have collected their own data, which may
and they
not
see
be
you as a whole.
empirical, because how do you empirically determine emotions?
Yeah, correct. And
But
in
there is
fact,
a science in
in
there.
fact, if you, outside of a psychologist, if you go to an allopathic doctor and just say that I'm missing my husband, he'll just put that aside. What is your, what is your vital?
Antidepressants.
It's they don't even consider that an issue. Whereas traditional medicine, an Ayurvedic doctor, any other, the Chinese medicine, they will actually take that even more seriously, because the pain that you feel is real for you.
And honestly, social media has made things so much worse. How do you make your mind your friend in an age of social media? Especially, I mean, adults like us struggle with social media, right? What about children?
I somewhere I feel actually, for those who don't know, I'm 50. She's elder than me, but she's only 35. Uh, she looks it at least. But we are lucky that we grew up before social media came.
Virtue is the absence of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Because criticizing young children is very easy, but they've grown up with this. It's around all the time. Their friends are on it all the time. Young girls are being compared on Instagram. It puts so much pressure on them when they're in their teenage years and hormones are going crazy.
Snapchat dysmorphia.
Yeah. Then young boys, they see terrible example. I don't know what the solution is, because it's almost like the parents don't know कि बच्चे क्या क्या देख रहे हैं फोन पे. And the
Filtered
worst,
selfies, like buttons per. Your life hangs on the
on
like
those
button.
like buttons, how many likes, and what real difference does it make in your life? But at that age, it appears like the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And how much of the mind turning into an enemy is actually caused by
Social media. Yeah, especially
modern
young impressionable minds.
Yeah.
And garibi mein aata dheela kind of, ki we are also living in an age where parents ab friends banne chale hain. Parents don't want to be parents, they want to become friends, तो तो फिर नन्ही सी जान इन बच्चों के लिए कोई अथॉरिटी फिगर ही नहीं बचा है, क्योंकि ये तो हमारे फ्रेंड्स हैं. We human beings, we are essentially pack animals. We organize ourselves in a hierarchy. And if we don't control the hierarchy making, then random hierarchies are created because someone has to be at the apex. Now imagine in a family, the 5-year-old is at the apex.
Correct. There are so many families where the 5-year-old decides.
Yeah.
और उस बच्चे को क्या मालूम भाई,
या
वो तो बच्चा है.
तो एक तरफ सोशल मीडिया,
हाँ.
दूसरी तरफ पेरेंट्स तो फ्रेंड्स बन गए हैं.
Yeah, but it's almost become like hierarchies are evil.
Hmm.
The English opposite of hierarchy is actually anarchy.
Hmm.
Where there's chaos and law of the jungle. Um the only thing you can have is a hierarchy fair or is it unfair?
Yeah.
That's a valid discussion
Yeah.
to have. But any stable society will always have a hierarchy.
Yeah.
And the parents having a hierarchical status stronger than the
Parents at
children
the apex.
is like it's an obvious thing. But these obvious things in today's day, अरे ये क्या बकवास बोल रहे हो, you're against equality. अरे equality माँ बाप है भाई. मतलब इनमें equality क्या है, हमारे माँ बाप है, सुनना है.
तो सोशल मीडिया का क्या करना चाहिए? Should there be rules and regulations? I mean, Australia
You
has
said Australia,
recently,
yeah, correct.
I mean, they have banned social media for under
16.
16s. I mean,
say it's a
God
good
bless
thing. I say it's a
Australia.
good thing.
Yeah.
We should do it in India
I don't
as
know
well.
how they will implement it.
Frankly, I don't know either. We should try and find. Anyway, but they just passed the law.
But it has a
very
demonstration
recently.
effect.
Exactly.
You know, you are working in tandem with parents and authority figures and not at odds as a
Didi,
government.
What many parents, what many children don't realize today, that their behavior is being driven by algorithms controlled by people sitting in San Francisco, or if you're on TikTok, thankfully it's banned in India. Then it's being decided by someone sitting in Shanghai or Beijing who has his own agenda. And if you are getting something free, then you are the product. Okay. So if we are getting social media free, then we are the product. Our attention is the product. And the kind of things that are used in the algorithm, and these aren't really secrets anymore. TikTok may, you'll be shocked to know, I read this article when I was in the UK, that TikTok China is controlled by the government. So TikTok China, for example, encourages, the kind of things that will go viral or will trend will be some kid topping the national maths exam, demonstration effect. In the US, they have things like toilet rim licking contest, toilet rim licking contest. ऐसा is going, ऐसा viral जा रहा है और बच्चे देख रहे हैं, मुझे भी करना है. Correct? You think this is just natural? Obviously someone is controlling, or if not controlling, at least pressing the scales on the algorithm.
Algorithms are controlling.
Yeah, and those algorithms don't just get created by themselves. Someone is actually guiding it. No, someone is setting the rules in there. And is someone in TikTok China saying यहाँ पे बच्चों को पॉजिटिव चीज़ें दिखाओ? वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में टॉयलेट रिम लिकिंग कॉन्टेस्ट, ये क्या है ये? एंड दिस इज ऑल मेकिंग द माइंड इनटू एन एनिमी. तो one thing is, of course, we have to, as a generation, all of us, we have to try and at least reduce the influence of social media on our children.
So,
It
you
is
know,
not good, but the mind should not be an enemy. How to control that?
So, you know, I don't know. I would love to know what you think. I did this yesterday. I don't know whether it was wrong or right, but I mean, I think it was right. My niece, I had started seeing, she has an Insta account and she had started uploading her selfies. ये बहुत ही popular है आजकल, you know, and ये ऐसे और ये ऐसे और ये ऐसे, you know, she has started taking these pictures, and I'm not even going to enact it, but you know, with the pout and all that, and she was uploading it constantly. वो habit बन रही थी. So one evening I was sitting with her, and you have to probe these things very, very gently. And I said, Beta, I saw your Insta account and those, pictures of yours, filtered pictures. I just want to say one thing to you. Because social media made this is forever. This is the forever. Abhi, these pictures are going to be there forever. And before you upload a picture, ask yourself, one day would you want your granddaughter to see these pictures? Just yes, no. And if the answer is yes, upload them. You know, she pulled down those pictures the next day. I was very relieved. To begin with, I didn't know it was possible कि इंस्टा की जो अपलोड होती है उसको पुल डाउन भी कर सकते हैं. I thought like हो गया, हो गया तो forever.
I don't really understand how things work, but from what I've been told, एक बार internet पे गया, तो it is permanent. Somewhere or the other, it will get.
But I'm glad I talked to her.
Because at least future she will control. हम सब बच्चे थे, हम सब ने बेवकूफ़ियाँ की हैं. बट एटलीस्ट हमारी जो बेवकूफ़ी थी अभी देयर इज नो रिकॉर्ड ऑफ इट एनीवेयर.
तुम्हारी बेवकूफियां सिर्फ मैं जानती हूँ.
इतना भी बेवकूफ नहीं था. लेकिन दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन टुडेज डे एंड इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लाइक सोशल मीडिया is forcing our children to convert their minds into their own enemies. And that is, it's not good for them long term. But abhi bolenge to they'll resist it. But you see it in the West now. Many who are 30, 35 are regretting what they've done. Which is why I think the Australia
step is very good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
But it's important for us to realize what Lord Krishna advised us in the Bhagavad Gita. The mind can be your greatest friend and also be your greatest enemy. Be aware of that and you'll live a little more consciously.
Yeah.
I think that's a place to end this episode. I know it's kind of ironic that you're watching this episode. We discuss social media so much and you're watching it on social media. You can say it's ironic, but any tool can have a positive or a negative. What we are trying to do is use the social media and our mind's impact on that as a friend, not as an enemy. You can do the same too. The best way to do the same too is hit like and subscribe so that you get positive content like this, which will be useful for you in the future as well. From Bhavna Didi and me, Jai Shri Krishna.